Hi Capricorn, welcome. So Capricorn, this is going to be your tarot reading and we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. So when I was meditating on the Capricorn energy to get prepared for the reading, while I was meditating, I was getting like a lot of whimsical like energy. They were showing me like whimsical creatures, like fairies and Cinderella and yeah, butterflies, things of that nature, fireflies. So I don't know if you're getting in touch with your inner child during this time frame, Capricorn, or some of you like whimsical stuff like that, or Disney stuff, or I don't know, maybe you're in your imagination a lot. I mean, take it as it resonates, but that's kind of what I got, like this whimsical type of vibe, which is interesting to get for you, Capricorn, because not that you can't be an imaginative, whimsical sign, but usually, you know, you're more practical and down to earth. So if this isn't resonating with you, you could be connecting with someone who has that energy, particularly if you're connecting with a water sign or a Pisces. But take it as it resonates. And as I look down, the moon is what came out, which is Piscean energy for some of you. But it's just talking about like getting in touch with your feelings, getting in touch with your inner self. Also, we just had a full moon in the sign of Capricorn. You certainly could have felt that. And to me, full moons are kind of like whimsical, right? Like at least that's how they feel to me. And I'm an Aquarius, but I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. So you might have felt the impact of that. And of course, it being in your sign, it's talking about the 10th house of reputation, Capricorn energy, right? So that may also be highlighted right now, like your reputation, your achievements, your pinnacle, what it is that you're wanting to leave behind, your legacy, things like that coming up in the energy as well. So let's get into the cards and see where this is headed, Capricorn. You have, like I said, the moon card out already, Piscean energy for some of you. But it also is talking about the full moon, but also instincts, your gut reactions, home, your family, your emotions. Sometimes this also shines a light on the feminine energy or the mother figures in your life. So all of that coming to the forefront here for you, Capricorn. And then you have the Queen of Swords and the Judgment card that wanted to come out. So there's this message too here about making some decisions to cut ties with the past, okay? So some of y'all may have been all up in your feelings about something and now kind of moving out of that space as the full moon dissipates and going more towards feeling more like your like logical self, right? So Capricorn, yeah, that's kind of what I feel coming through. So let's go a little bit deeper and see what's going on in the current energy and the current headspace. And boy, I apologize for continuing to clear my throat, but like I have an itchy feeling in my throat. It's weird. Anyways, back to you, Capricorn. Let's go. This fire. So Capricorn's current energy. Woo. You've got Temperance here, the Eight of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups. And the Nine of Cups. So Capricorn, there definitely might have been this energy, and I actually feel like this is like a surge of emotion or a surge of energy that's come through. Some of you may have felt that again right around the full moon, but it could be also during the month of July, you're having these moments where you just get this impulse or this surge of emotion. Some of you, it's like a surge of memories coming through, you know, like out of nowhere. Sorry, hold on a second. For some reason, I just heard rehab. They're giving me the word rehab. I don't know. That may resonate with like one of you. And then behind that was the song, they try to make me go to rehab, but I say no. Amy Winehouse. That's interesting. Okay. Take it or leave it. Anyways, Capricorn, that totally screwed up my train of thought. Yeah, just like this, you might be getting downloads as well through the dream state, or just like these moments of clarity or insight that's coming through. This is a really interesting energy. I'm sorry, hold on, I want to get this right. All right, I don't mean to keep pausing, but I'm getting a bunch of different messages, and then I'm also trying to honor the cards. So there is a message here, Capricorn, about maybe being confused emotionally about a decision that you need to make. And it's like, do I cut ties with the past and try something new and go out on my own? Or do I stay with the tried and true? I feel like there's some sort of like weighing this out, and maybe that's why they keep giving me this pause energy. Maybe there's a lot of pause and reflection going on in the mind. But I feel like whatever this is that you have going on, it's almost like the way to decide, right? Or to come to a conclusion is almost to kind of separate yourself from dwelling on it or thinking about it, okay? And to instead, like, kind of push your focus to the 10th house, which is like your work, you know, your achievements, things that make you feel good. And this emotional confusion will dissipate, okay? In the meantime, there does seem to be like a lucky break, or like this surge of positive energy coming through. And I do feel it's positive. It's like almost like trying to figure out, like, is this going to work out? Some of you weighing that out in your mind. Like maybe having some doubt around a situation as well, but the end outcome is actually successful. So they're saying, I'm hearing remove all doubt, right? And first of all, I don't mean to keep pausing, but geez Louise, Capricorn. It's almost like it's a little bit overwhelming what's coming through right now. I heard remove all doubt, and then I was getting a message about, you know, what the feeling of doubt is. What does that actually mean? When we feel doubtful about something or uncertain about something, it implies that there is a lack of faith or trust that the universe really does have your best interests at heart, and that you can trust that the right solution is coming through for you. And so for some reason that's important, you know, that you have to have faith a little bit that things really are working out, even if you can't see it, you know, right in this moment. And I feel like some of you, again, there's this very emotional energy coming in with the full moon. Maybe it is kind of difficult to see, you know, the outcome of something, or, you know, if something's going to work or not. But it almost requires a little bit of trust, you know, that you just got to take it one day at a time, Capricorn, and do the best that you can and be the best version of you that you can. And things will line up for you, you know, like success is promised to you. Some of you might need to, though, cut ties, like I said, with the past, okay? Whatever that means for you, in order to persevere is what I'm hearing. Or in order for you to like get to the next level, you have to kind of cut ties with the way you think things ought to be is what I'm getting, or the way things used to be, okay? So let's go deeper. This is interesting. And again, I'm sorry for the pauses, but I can't help it. I want to make sure that the message, you know, that I'm interpreting it correctly. So apologize about that. All right. The emotional space, Knight of Pentacles. And I'm also getting this message, Capricorn, that, you know, take your time. There's no timeline that you need to meet. There's no deadline. Get the idea of like that out of your mind. They're saying this is a much more free-flowing energy. And so, you know, try and adapt that mindset whenever you can to just kind of freely flow with whatever is happening, whatever is occurring right here, right now. Take your time. All right, so in the heart space, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So there's that message again about slow progression, taking your time, one step at a time. You might actually feel a bit of like this restorative energy come through as well, particularly around rest and sleep. So they're encouraging more restful sleep, okay, Capricorn? Or you might notice improvements maybe in your sleep patterns during this time frame as well, if that's something maybe you've been struggling with. But I'm hearing the term rest easy. So I feel like some of you have been a little bit restless and maybe, you know, a lot going on in the headspace. And that could be why I'm having trouble, you know, grasping the message, is because there's so many of them coming through at the same time. So again, you might be getting massive downloads of information, or just like your mind being very, very active, and it kind of has that restless energy. And I feel this is more so around the full moon period. So this will dissipate here, but yeah, I feel like that type of vibe coming through, and then it kind of quieting down. There is an opportunity here to have more social interaction in your life, okay? Some of you, romance in your life. When's the last time you went on a date, Capricorn? Or if you're in a current commitment, when's the last time you and your partner had a play date? Well, that doesn't sound right, play date. Well, you know. When's the last time you had a date night, okay? You know, they're encouraging you to kind of put yourself out there a little bit more and be open to romancing your life and enjoying getting out there more. Yes. And then here's the idea card. Like I said, you're getting downloads, but some of you, it feels like a flight of ideas. Like maybe not all of the thoughts are connecting, because me trying to interpret this message is a little bit frustrating to me, because it's almost like on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. As soon as an idea comes in, on to the next. So I feel like this could be, you know, what you're experiencing as well. Yet you are getting good ideas, though. You're getting good insight during this time frame that you can trust. So if you've been struggling, right, to make some sort of decision on an emotional level, I feel like you are receiving, okay, insight from your higher self during this time frame that's going to help you to make a decision that is in your highest good. And it may require, Capricorn, that you cut ties with something that you're familiar with, or something to deal with the past, in order to kind of persevere, like I said earlier, or get to the next level of this. So let's go into the spiritual picture and see what else we have. Okay, I've had this song in my head the whole time. I didn't think it had anything to do with your reading, but I guess so. He says, hey, hey, hey. That's all I'm getting, really? I think it's Macklemore. Was it the song where he says, you know I'm back from outer space? Like he says, no, I'm back like I never left. Oh my gosh, it's going to kill me. If you know it, put it in the chat. All right, so Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords in the reverse. The King of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So worry not, Capricorn. I feel like you're going to figure things out, right? And there's also like this confidence boost. Like I said, the surge of energy that seems to be coming through. Like I'm hearing this is going to work out, or like things are going to work in your favor, and whatever this is that maybe you've had a little bit of emotional confusion around, maybe even gotten into your feelings about, Capricorn. And so now they're giving me the whimsical message again. So actually, it would suit you to spend some time in imaginative thought, Capricorn. Even if it seems silly or whimsical, but it's like anything to distract your brain away from whatever the confusion is around. Actually helps to like increase your vibration, and therefore help law of attraction bring you the answers or whatever it is that you're wanting during this time frame. So something to keep in mind, right? Because they're giving me that whimsical energy again. And geez, if you don't meditate, please, if nothing else, for the next 7 days, try and meditate 15 minutes each day, preferably in the morning, but it can be at night as well. Because I feel like you are just getting downloads. And if you're not in tune, if you're not in sync, right, or you're not practiced at listening to your intuition, then you might miss the message. And so the best that you can, they're saying, get into receptive mode, which is the easiest way to get into receptive mode so you can hear the guidance from your guides. All of us have guides, more than one, and an inner being, so that you can hear the call of source, is to meditate, to simply quiet the mind. So you have to quiet your own chatter in order to receive guidance. And most people, they don't understand that concept, but I feel like if you're tuning into this reading, you probably understand that to some degree, or you might be into it as well, Capricorn. But it's like, you got to get out of the way in order to hear, the guidance. But the guidance is always there. It's always being streamed to you, 24/7. Spirit never gives up on you. It's always right here. But you got to learn how to listen, and you can't listen when your mind is busy. Now, some of y'all, your mind is so busy. That's why this reading has so many pauses in it, that you're getting it muddled. You're not sure if it's your thought or is it intuition, or am I just remembering something that person said, like it's muddying the waters. And so there's this big encouragement here to get out of your own way and get out of your head, and to do so with the art of allowing through meditation. Now, if you're not skilled at meditation, that's fine. You could do a 15-minute guided meditation. There's many videos on YouTube. I suggest Abraham Hicks, but anybody that you like, whatever, go for it. I would suggest a guided meditation. If you don't want to meditate at all, just simply take a nap. Find a way to shut this off. But as you awaken, pay attention to what initial thoughts come through as soon as you awake, right? But like I said, I would suggest finding a way to quiet your mind. And the pieces of the puzzle will come together. It's not even an if. It's not even an if. It's a when. All right. So let's see what the guidance is for you, Capricorn. You have listen. I knew I would get this card. This says you have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to offer advice, but instead be a compassionate listener. Listen fully and intently so that you pay attention. So this is interesting. So this card is talking about, being an active listener for others, which I think is good advice. But I actually feel guided to say this is a reminder for you to listen for the call of source, for your higher self. And you got to find a way to quiet your mind in order to do that, which is what the whole reading was kind of about. So let's see what the law of attraction has to say here, Capricorn. What does the law of attraction have to say? This says, my manifestations are the indicators of my beliefs. It is always true that whatever you are living always matches your chronic vibrational patterns or beliefs. And it does not matter if you have an excellent excuse for thinking negative thoughts and having negative emotions. It still will equal your point of attraction. What is manifesting on every single subject of your life is an indicator of the belief that you hold and the chronic pattern of thoughts around it. So this is saying that if a belief is just a thought that you keep thinking, which means you can change the thought. But first you have to recognize what beliefs do you have about self or about life that are hindering you, that are working against you, and then start the process of changing that thought, Capricorn, and watch as the law of attraction starts to change the environment around you to match the new and better version of you. So, beautiful reading. I'm going to leave it there. Zodiac signs that you might be connecting with or have in your own chart. I have Sagittarius energy here, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, and Aries. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it's a general reading. Could be any zodiac sign that you're dealing with. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos over there. Tarot Time with Dana, all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube, where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.